Greetings, this is Dr. Douglas Maurer from iMedical Apps with another medical app review. Today we're taking a look at an app called The Chief Complaint. This app combines the best of evidence-based medicine with the approach to the undifferentiated emergency medicine and urgent care patient. This app comes from Dr. Chris Fire, who is the author of the popular pocketbook version of this, which you can buy on Amazon. And with the help of the app developer Escavo, you now have a fabulous merging of the two. One thing I also wanted to mention about just in this introduction, it's just great to see a preface, forward, stuff like that you almost never see in an app. This is probably carryover from the book, but still, look at the extensive number of peer reviewers. This app has over 458 references, which is really impressive. And the fact that they're hyperlinked and PubMed indexed is just fantastic. Let's take a look. I've done some bookmarks just to try to make things simple. It has a great drug guide. So for example, if you want to know the lactulose kind of emergency dose, if you will, for hepatic encephalopathy, here you go. Same thing with using thrombolytics. They've got the information right there, easy to get to. For more of the, I guess, true purpose of this, let's say, for example, we want to look at COPD exacerbations. You have general information, and immediately you can see here's EM wrap information. If you're a subscriber to that, you can get hyperlinks to these podcasts right from within the area. You also have links to various guidelines. This one probably needs updated to the most current goal, but by going to their website, you're going to see the 2018, not the 2014. There are a couple areas like that. Like all Escavo, you have these nice little pop-ups here. So dosing of meds for COPD exacerbations are listed here, which is really great to see. You also have your references listed here, which you can click on and get to PubMed. And just going down step by step, hyperlinks within to the drug, which for some reason gives that error, but it pops it up down here. And then here's what they call Journal Club. So here's a Cochrane review with information from the website, the NNT. It's just fantastic to see this stuff baked right into the app, which really excited me about it. You can see the general categories here from resuscitation. Most of these start with some type of algorithm, which you can tap on to expand. Going back home, let's look at another cardiology one, say congestive heart failure. Again, guidelines, the American College of Cardiology, Heart Failure Society guidelines, references throughout as you see, hyperlinks to different drugs that pop up down here at the bottom. All these other heart failure drug quick links here. Probably need to fix that error message. That may just be an iPhone thing. Here's another Journal Club. You kind of get the idea of how this app works. Also has some calculators built in, which really work as calculators that you can click on for, say, the PERC Rule in this case. Obviously, there's plenty of other calculator apps that have way more than this. Maybe they'll expand this to have some more emergency medicine type calculators, but those are some highlights at least. You can take notes, etc. So some things I liked about the app, as you can see, it's quick, it's easy to navigate, you can get around very easily, you've got these great algorithms which are nice, and then it has more detailed. You have a step-by-step approach, 1, 2, 3, for what you need to rule out, and then what you can go more in depth on. You saw already within these different areas just the great EBM resources that are baked in on so many of these different topics, which is great to see, from the NNT, Essentials of Emergency Medicine, EM Wrap, etc. It's free. It's available for Android. Some things I didn't like about it, you saw, for example, on the COPD algorithm, it was referencing an older guideline, although when you click the link, it did take you to the more current one. There are a couple other examples like that they probably need to tidy up some of those older references. The number of diagnoses I thought also could be a little bit improved. So under emergency or infectious disease or just sepsis, I get it that some things maybe under multiple areas, like pneumonias under pulmonary, for example, well, it seemed like there'd be a few more things they could move around. There's no meningitis under neurology, for example, although it's hinted at here as part of mental status changes. Could that be placed under infectious disease, for example? There's only 2 things for OBGYN. I get it that most ER docs don't want to deal with that, but could there be a few other emergency chief complaints that they could take a look at? The linked resources do require paid subscriptions, but that's not really their fault. They link to what is free and have great links to stuff that if you're an emergency medicine physician, you should probably consider subscribing to anyways. Some of the algorithms I thought were a little challenging to read on the device, but for the most part, they work well. They pinch to zoom very easily, and if you've got a bigger phablet, they're going to look great. So that's my look at the chief complaint. This is Dr. Douglas Maurer from iMedical Apps. Take care.